survivors, and welcome to Let's Die Revenant, the His versus Her guide to surviving impossible things. And this week we are surviving the magical apocalypse.
Not my smoothest transition for introductions, certainly.
Are you fishing for compliments? Because that was awesome.
Oh, was it? Okay. Well, I
Or like
rescind
music
my
melting?
self-criticism. Yeah. Uh,
No, you were
yes,
fishing for
totally
compliments
planned,
and got
100%
one.
professional. I've been doing this for years, baby. My name's Bret.
I'm Codey.
Hello, and uh where are the
Off the
things?
rails.
Where are the things? We're the hosts of
We
this show.
we are your hosts for surviving impossible things and talking about weird things and how
Yeah.
to survive.
So
And yeah.
yeah, it's been a minute since we've done like a hard reset. So just in case you're brand new, I'm a mountain man from West Virginia. Take that for what it is. But yes, I do wear shoes, and yes, I know what the internet is. I'm currently using it now. How dare you? I'm just kidding. Uh, I heard judgment in their brains already.
You set yourself up for judgment and
Me and my
minds.
fiance are not blood relatives. Hey, speaking of which, I got engaged.
Hey, congrats. It
Thanks.
it was very cute. I saw the video.
It was a great way to go into debt. Uh, who knew them things ain't cheap? Because they
The
certainly are not.
ring.
The ring, the one ring, the Sadako
Where
ring.
you bought that for her? Oh,
She
that's so
rose.
sweet.
She came out of the TV after 7 days. I got on a knee. I said, "Will you marry me?" She just stared at me with her inexorable stare, and I had a heart attack. And that's how you know you're in love.
That is how you know
My
you're in love.
twisted face as I lay motionless on the ground afterwards. That's how you know. Never mind. Cody, what have you been up to?
So, for hard reset purposes, I am a bug woman. I am made of bugs and I study
Oh,
bugs
like Oogie Boogie.
like Oogie Boogie, and I'm working on the body for it right now. You know, I need
No,
some help.
stop. We don't do
But
that here.
uh, got a bunch of dead bugs behind me, as is
Is
tradition.
Can we see?
I mean, this is just one of the many bags.
You're a bug scientist, and I'm just curious. Okay, so they're in vials. I thought it was like a popcorn bag filled with just random bugs.
Nope, it's a thing of bags, a bag of vials, and I have one here, one here, one here, a box there, and one, two, three, four, five boxes over there. So
So you you
more to come.
you get the little buggies out. You give them a health checkup, and then you send them on their way with a lollipop.
On their way into the museum with a lollipop, they are deceased.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
PhD student, well, PhD candidate. Boop, boop. My recent news is I passed my comprehensive exam. Woo! So I am
Yay!
what is known as ABD, which is all but dissertation. Just means that literally all I have left is my research. So, um, got me an Australian Shepherd puppy and a Beagle geriatric thing, and
Thing.
yeah, and
Geriatric thing.
lately
Oh,
I have been going to the climbing gym a lot, which is really fun.
wow. That's a workout. That you'll be definitely sore after that.
It sure
Speaking
is a workout.
of doggos, I got a new dog as well. Then we'll get to you in just a second. So
You're all
coming,
good.
Vin is the new dog.
yeah,
Woof.
coming back from. So when I proposed, I did it during a camping trip. I First of all, I lied. Great way to, that's how you want to build your relationship on
Start one,
top
yeah.
of, yeah. So I lied and told her that we had a family reunion on a Saturday, and she had mentioned she wanted to camp at her favorite camping site, and I knew I wanted to go to the waterfall and do it there. But I also knew that she needed to be dressed up and have her nails done because she wanted to do pictures. She told me way in advance, way before I even planned this. I'm like, so how can I get her camping at her favorite place, out to a waterfall, dressed up and with nails? I'll lie and say there's a family reunion the next day. So when we woke up, we all got dressed. I was like, hey, it'd be great. What if we went and took a family photo in front of the family, in front of the waterfalls? I didn't know this, but apparently it turned, like, after about a quarter mile, it turns into nothing but mud. So we're all dressed up and she's upset. She's like, we're gonna look terrible for the reunion. And I'm like, just it's fine, it's fine. Just please, like, beg you.
Gotta keep
Um,
going. Gotta keep going.
yeah. We got to the waterfalls and I had planned a surprise. Our whole families were gonna show up at the waterfall so I could do it in front of everybody. but they were like 30 minutes late and I couldn't stall anymore. And then I went ahead and did it. And then I literally said, like, I'll be right back, and just sprinted away. And I sprinted all the way back down the trail, about halfway, which is about 2 miles, and then never saw them. So I sprinted all the way back, and I just went ahead and did it. And then walking back, they showed up. But there's no service, so there's no way to play any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But on the way back from the camping trip, she came across a dog in the road, and a couple cars stopped, and no one knew who he was. Knocked on some houses, and they didn't know who he was. He had a collar but no ID, no microchip, no nothing, covered in ticks. And we took him home. Couldn't find a home for him, and it would just break our heart to take him to a shelter. So, Winston is the newest pod dog. He's probably a little over a year old. He's definitely still a puppy, but he's a very sweet boy. If he shows up here, I'll show my camera.
Speaking of puppies and being very sweet, we have a guest with us today.
We do have a guest
Bark.
who's
Bark.
who's adorable, and she teethes like a puppy, I guess. She bites things. What was that?
I just knocked over a giant bottle of lotion, and I'm just hoping it didn't spill. It's fine.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Vinnie, welcome back to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me back. I appreciate it.
Alum, I think last time you were here, you survived Groundhog's Day. Was that the newest one?
Ghostface,
that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Groundhog's Day was the first one that I did.
First one, yeah. And then the Council of Scream. What a great episode that was.
That was such a fun one.
I keep forgetting that movie was this year.
It was, in fact, this year, with plans for a sequel, next year maybe? Or the year after. Who knows?
I hope so.
Vinnie, how's your life?
Life is good. Life is exciting. I'm having a baby.
Woo!
So there's that. And I'm about to move
out of
our 2-bedroom apartment into a house. So we have actual
that's very exciting.
Yeah, you should see my bedroom right now. It looks like a baby already exploded in there. There's a pack and play and bassinet and stuff, and I was like, wow, we have no room. We should move. So now we're moving.
Codey, if she was in the cryogenic tube waiting for the next experiment, how did she get pregnant? This is a line of questioning I don't think I want to explore anymore. You've been letting her out at night, haven't you?
She does.
Yeah, she wanted to go see Ghostface.
I was running in the streets. Yeah. Yep. So
Ghostface
confirmed. You heard it here first.
Ghostface is the daddy. That beautiful baby is going to come out with the Ghostface mask on. Oh, and it's going to be twins because there's always 2 of them.
Oh my God, that's actually so scary because no, because
don't wish that into the world.
So when I found out, I was only I hadn't even missed my stuff yet, so I wasn't even fully a month pregnant when I found out. And they couldn't do the ultrasound, they couldn't see anything. And the next time I had it, it was still super early, 6-ish weeks. And there was 2 little blobs on there. And she was like, it could be your yolk sac, but it's the fact that she said it could be. And I was like, nah, hold up though, because I need confirmation that there's only one in there, because I have twins in my family. And he has twins in his family too, but not in his direct maternal or paternal lineage, it's
has it yet been confirmed?
No.
There's 2. Yeah, there's always 2 Ghostface.
If it's 2,
the reason.
You have to name them Codey and Bret. Not kidding.
I have to name them Codey and Bret. Yeah.
Speaking of twins, we are talking about Harry Potter.
But we're not talking about twins.
What does that have to
do with twins?
Is there twins in Harry Potter? Since when?
Are you joking?
No, I'm not.
Is this a joke? Fred and George Weasley?
Fred and George Weasley?
Oh, those guys. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. Okay. I guess I don't think of them as main characters.
Up. Oh my gosh. They're definitely main characters.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that I saw on the internet or whatever, or heard, I think it was actually on the special edition of the first movie or something, the extra scenes. It was talking about the twins were talking about how on set someone was how did you guys meet? Like,
Like they weren't actually twins.
yeah, like they were just cast as twins.
Oh my gosh. Didn't they like
In
skip
the
school
womb.
to go to the audition too?
Probably.
Which is like so on brand for their characters.
Yeah.
What are their names again?
Fred and George Weasley.
You don't
Is
get
that
to
what you're
know.
gonna name yours if they turn out to be young men?
No,
How
because
about
there's only one. There's only one.
how about Stu and Billy?
Nah.
That would be cool, except for like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. So if it's twins, then I guarantee
Yeah.
it's two girls.
And then you would have to
For
go
sure.
through explaining, oh, Stu and Billy, how cute. Where'd you come up with that name? Oh, the murderers from the
Well,
classic movie Scream. Of
if
course.
if you didn't know, I have a huge ghost face kink, and that initially was fine, and now it sounds weird.
You walk into the
See,
kitchen one
it
morning
devolves.
wondering what the noise was, and little Billy got into like the jelly, and he just turns around and licks
My
his
God.
finger. Like, no, don't do
That's
that.
one of those.
Oh,
That's one of those
Jesus.
names. Like, if you name your child after something horrifying like that, every super like innocent thing that they do that is tangentially creepy is just going to be seen as creepy, right?
Yeah. I mean, I already figured they're probably going to be like a little weird because, we both have ADHD. So we're like, this kid is going to be just so much fun for us.
What if
Bret
you
and
have
Codey-
like a totally non nerd
Like a neurotypical child.
and there's
You know what? Their
That
life
means-
would probably be hell because we both have ADHD and it's so aggressive. But to us, like, we're used to it, so it's funny. But like, yeah, I'm sure if we had a neurotypical child, they'd either adapt or they would hate their lives because we constantly we're just
Uh-oh.
back and forth all the time. It's hilarious.
They would step up to be the parent.
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking like if I had a child, like they'd have to do that because I.
Bret keeps saying, "Uh-oh, what happened?"
My video feed keeps dying. Like y'all freeze. Are y'all freezing on your end?
Nope.
No.
Okay. It just means that means I'll most likely need to just steal Cody's video file when this is done.
Sounds good. Your Wi-Fi is
unstable, just like me. Yay. But Bret and Codey are great
Unstable.
names. Just to say, and you can name girls Bret and Codey. There are girls named Bret. Just saying. It's cute.
I like androgynous names. I just we've been like toying around with a lot of boy names, which is hilarious because we both think that we're having a girl, but we've looked at boy names too.
The boy name is for the boy, and then the girl name can be for the girl.
Yeah, but a lot of them are like a lot of them have been like kind of neutral, mostly because they're not, I guess, like typical names. Like we were looking at like solar system names or like star names, planetary stuff, like I don't know, just weird shit because we're weird people, and that's just.
I just can't wait to
anyways.
see the family photos and stuff where you and your partner are dressed as Ghostface, and you've also dressed the baby as Ghostface, and just like cradling it in your arms with a little mask. God, it's gonna be adorable. I can't wait.
You know what? I'll have special newborn pictures taken just for you with the ghost face mask with
I think
it.
that'd be great. Like your whole family's dressed as Ghostface, and in the background is like the dead photography crew and like a dead family or something. Like you took over their photo op. It'd be sweet.
Or wait, I have actually a Harry Potter themed idea because I think it's so cute. If you get like one of those tiny little flower pots, right? And I can crochet, so like you can crochet little sprout like headbands and make them little baby mandrakes so that like you take a picture of them picking up and they're crying, then it works because like look,
that's really cute.
And then we could dress up as like Harry Potter characters.
And I just want to say that me and Cody had nothing to do with you getting pregnant, just so that we could have a Harry Potter themed episode. You do have a magical child. That's just purely coincidence. Who's gonna attend some sort of wizard school in the future? I'm certain of it.
Oh yeah.
So I guess like we should probably go around and say our
Patronuses.
Houses?
Our patronuses, our houses.
Our,
I was gonna say our level of nerddom with
our
this,
stand.
With this, I see that Bret has a wand in his hand. Tell us about it. Tell us about your life.
My life, in the year 1985, a young man was born on the shores of Hawaii. Uh, Naked and screaming, he came into the world, and fast forward 39 years later, naked and screaming, he died. That was my life story.
That's a great story.
Only 35 years later.
Hawaii?
Well, 39, so next year.
I thought you said
Which
35,
island?
and I was like,
What, Cody?
Which island?
The big one, Hawaii.
I'm going there in October.
Tell it I said hi. I don't know what it looks like. So I've seen all the movies. I've read The Half-Blood Prince and none of the other ones. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Solid.
This wand is from my fairy godmother. So I was really looking for a man, and my evil stepmother just made me scrub floors the whole time. So I made a wish with my fairy godmother. She said bibbity boppity boo, and then I kicked her right in the cooch and stole her wand, and now I live a life of crime supplied by my magic spells. In all actuality, this is not my wand. This is my fiance's wand. So
But what is it? Which one is it?
she's a major Potterhead. What is the question?
Which wand is it?
Like,
Does it
whose
say?
wand? It
I mean,
should. On
I
the
can-
box,
It
at
says
least.
on the box.
Okay, y'all say something. I'll go grab the box.
Okay, cool.
Y'all say something.
I will show mine.
I feel
also-
so ill-prepared.
Also a Potterhead. I have Sirius Black,
Yes.
which was my favorite.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
R.I.P.
I never closed this, and now it's closed. Wait, I am showing mine.
Okay. It's like a show and tell.
Ta-da! That's actually a really aesthetically pleasing wand.
Yeah, so it's got like this like runing on the bottom, and then it's got this like spinning design up top. And it
I
just
like
feels
that.
it feels nice, like it's solid.
It looks kind of science
I-
fiction a little bit. Just the way it, yeah, like hold it up. Is it like I'm trying to make out the shape on it. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like
Chopsticks almost.
well, I was gonna say
Yeah.
like H.R. Giger, like it's from a wall where a xenomorph would crawl down. I'm looking on this box. I don't see shit. I see
Where is the box?
Wizarding. It's in my hands. Wizarding World of
On the
Look at
Harry
the-
Potter,
on the
Universal
edge.
Studios, Florida.
Right here.
On the edge
Look
at the end.
with your eyes.
It's just the O, just the letter O.
That
Because
doesn't
it
have
says-
anything on it.
It says Ollivanders.
Okay, we'll go ask her.
Oh my.
maybe
Is
maybe
that-
it was like a custom made one. or
Okay, I'll be
something.
right back.
Okay, cool. So Vinny, you don't have one, or it's in storage?
I have them. I have two, but I don't have them like easily accessible.
That's
They're
fine.
packed. Yeah, I have Harry's, and then I have like a different version. So I didn't actually get mine from Universal. The Harry Potter one was a gift from my grandparents, and then the Hermione one I got, and it comes on like a little stand, and then so you display it standing up. But hers is really pretty because there's like vines around it, and I love it. Those are my favorite. Oh, did you say your level of nerddom?
Oh, it's
How
pretty
much?
high. I am probably actually I don't know how old you are. I was gonna say I'm probably right at the one where this is the most accurate for that. Like the first movie came out when I was 11, and so like
When did the first movie come out now? I don't know.
I think it's like 2001.
She doesn't know.
Oh, I'm 28, so I mean, I don't think I was.
A baby.
We're talking about when 2001 is when
Am
the first
I?
movie came
Okay.
I'm 10 years older than you, Vin.
Yeah, we've been over that before.
Oh man,
That's why I was confused when you said 35, or when I thought you said 35. 'cause
I'm
I was
out.
like,
1985, and then he said 39.
I'm practically a zaddy. Yeah, I'll die in 1 year. 39.
So yeah, I grew up and like the first movie came out when I was 11, and so I was very into it. My mom and I are both avid readers, and so I remember vividly reading. My mom would always read way faster than I did. Like she's been this way my entire life. She'll get a book, read it in a night, and then just give it to me the next morning.
Oh my gosh.
And so then I'll take like a week or two to read it. And I remember getting my own copy of the Goblet of Fire. When Goblet of Fire came out, we had a road trip, and I was mad because my grandma shows up for the road trip and she gives my mom the book, and I was so mad because I was like, "Where's mine?" And my grandma was like, "Shut your mouth," and then handed me mine. And so we both got a copy. It was but then every year it was us waiting for the new books, and then it was us. We went to every single midnight release, except for the first movie didn't have midnight release, so we went to the like 11 a.m. showing. And it was just something that we bonded over a lot. And so, yeah, I'm definitely a stan for sure.
Yeah, I
Nice.
read that one book. I missed the boat. I'm older than both of you, young, attractive young ladies. So when I was what, an elder teen, and I was, it's for babies.
Yeah.
I think we went on like a family trip or something, and my sister had been reading Half-Blood Prince, and she finished it on the trip, and I was bored. Didn't have a cell phone back then, so like pop, you know, read a book, fun stuff, and then I never read again.
Ever again? You don't read?
No, that's not true.
Wow.
Well, not. Who's got the time? I mean, the last book I read was, I think, Ready Player One.
Oh, we just make time. I'll stay up in the middle of the night to read a book. I
I'm
do not
almost
care.
I have like 3 books going right now. Usually it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
on my phone. I have a book that I physically read at night, and then when it's time for me to turn the light off, I'll turn the light off and I will read my on the phone book.
Cody, why are we the same?
I've
Same
been trying
stuff.
to crack into the Silmarillion, and I got a fresh copy still in the plastic, and I take it with it's a little paperback. It's probably from like the 80s. My dad gave it to me, so like I've been carrying it with me, thinking I'm gonna have time to read it whenever I go places, and just never happening. So someday, eventually. I did a lot of audiobooks, not lately, but I've done a ton of audiobooks just because
Yeah.
it's easier to listen to those while you do other things. For the man on the go.
Okay. Well, I guess Vin, you
Audiobooks
need to
for.
tell us your story.
My favorite book
Oh,
is The Half-Blood Prince. The best
well, it's because it's the only
one. Thank you for picking up on my
by
joke, but
default your favorite. I would also consider myself a stan. Uh, so I was like 6 when the first one came out, but I like remember going to see all the movies in the theaters, and I thought like it was so cool whenever I first saw it because being like 6, you still believe a lot of stuff, right? So it was
Yeah.
really cool for me because I was like, oh my God, Hogwarts is like real. And then, I turned
Aw.
11 and I was disappointed as shit when I didn't get a letter to go to Hogwarts.
Aw.
But I really loved it, and so I've seen the movies a bunch of times, and I've read the books a bunch of times. Funny enough, The Half-Blood Prince I have read like a disproportionate amount of times because that is my favorite.
Let's
It's my
go.
favorite. It's my favorite book. But my favorite movie, I don't even feel like I can pick one because the first 2 are so super nostalgic. Haven't been to Universal yet, but it's on my bucket list. So yeah, I would say I'm a pretty big fan.
That twist for Half-Blood Prince on like who the Half-Blood Prince was doesn't quite hit hard when you don't read the
Yeah.
other books. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
I
that.
Yeah.
like, who's this guy?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that guy,
Okay.
the kind of mean,
Cool.
shifty guy. Got it. Okay, fantastic. Tom Riddle turns out to be Voldemort. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what is
I wasn't
happening?
quite that clueless because I think the movies had started coming out at this point, so I've seen a couple of the movies. But what's the best of the movies? Can we go around and
Yeah, I
talk
actually
about it?
wrote four questions that we can go like rapid fire
Okay.
around. So one is favorite movie, I guess, / book.
Okay.
Mine
Okay.
is Prisoner of Azkaban.
Sorry, I just ate like casually. Just forgot that these were like Birdie Bots beans.
What happened?
Which one did you eat?
I don't know if you saw me, but I like chewed it twice and then I was like, like spit it into my hand and threw it on my desk.
I saw something.
It was this one is Oh, lovely. It's soap flavored. It could be worse, I suppose, but that was pretty. When you're like just
The
picking up a
face you
jelly
made.
bean, expecting a jelly bean, it's pretty gross.
And you can wash your hands
So,
with it.
ew. Yeah, I just dropped it on my carpet too. My chewed up jelly
My
bean.
I think objectively the best of the movies is also Prisoner of Azkaban.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Best.
that one with all the time shenanigans, and it's the first time you see the Dementors and stuff in Sirius Black. Like it's really good. It's really good.
Ugh,
That
I'm
was the
so
first movie that
torn.
I was like, oh, these movies are good. Like the other ones, I'm like, fine, it's whatever. It's not for me. Prisoner of Azkaban, I'm like, this was a legit, like, really cool movie that I liked as a non-fan.
I'm torn because Chamber of Secrets is one that and I think it's one of my favorites because it's the one I had access to like the most. I had like a burned copy of that, so I watched it all the time. But that one, or I really was into Goblet of Fire as well.
You wouldn't steal a car, would you, Vinny?
I might, depends on the circumstances.
You wouldn't download a
You
car.
wouldn't steal a purse. You wouldn't
I would
download
download a car
this.
so fast.
I'm like, do you realize I ruined my family computer with LimeWire? Of course I would download music.
Yep.
How have you
I'm-
also done that when I did that like 10 years before you did?
I don't know.
Well,
Bless
Jesus.
you.
Next
The girl who was blessed.
Next rapid fire question. What's your house?
It's at 123 Pleasant Street at the end of the block of Corridor Lane in Smoky Top, West Virginia.
I don't think you guys understand what rapid fire question means.
Oh, you
I
meant my
certainly missed the mark
Harry
on
Potter
that.
house.
Yeah.
Okay. So according to BuzzFeed, my Harry Potter house is the hippopotamus one. What's it called?
Yep.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. I think I'm a
You're just
Hufflepuff.
digging yourself into Hufflepuff right now. Vinny?
I'm a Ravenclaw.
I'm also a Ravenclaw. Why are we
Very
the same
nice.
person?
I know.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
I feel
Okay,
ganged up on.
Patronus.
Brett, your Patronus? Do you know?
What the fuck is a Patronus? I don't know.
Cool. No,
Okay,
no
awesome.
Patronus for him.
Mine's a black stallion.
Nice. I think mine
Oh.
was like
Fun.
it was like a weasel.
Is that like your
Cute.
familiar?
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Oh, why
like
didn't you just say that?
No,
you know,
it's
when he's
not
like
your
Expecto
familiar.
Patronum and like his little like animals come out. Well, your
That's what that
Patronus
is? I had no.
Yes, it's your Patronus. So like
I don't know
Harry's
how
is
much
like the
he's
stag,
actually
Hermione's is an otter.
I don't know how much he
All
actually.
right. I'm on the BuzzFeed
man.
quiz. I will take this BuzzFeed quiz to figure out what my Patronus is and get back to you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Pick a
Favorite
spell.
character.
Favorite character?
Yep.
I guess Sirius Black
Okay.
or Hermione. One of those two.
Mine is Remus Lupin.
Which one's that?
Hence why I named my beagle Remus. Also, hence Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, that's so hard, actually.
Right?
Because there's
It's
so many
almost-
good ones.
It's almost like you have to pick a favorite per movie.
Yeah, and even that I think would be difficult. I think Hagrid's one of my favorites because he's just always so pure.
Yeah, you good at.
Can I inject a rapid fire question?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is from BuzzFeed that I'm taking to figure out what my Patronus is, and I think it's hilarious. Who's your wizard/witch crush? And it has a list here: Cedric Diggory, Dean Thomas, Neville Longbottom, Gellert Grindelwald, Hermione Granger,
Grindelwald.
Cho Chang, Lily Evans, Ronald Weasley, or nope. Nope, no
Neville
thank you.
Longbottom. Neville motherfucking Longbottom.
The picture they
But
chose
what
for Evans.
era of Neville did you have a crush on him?
I think I mean, I started having a crush on him. gosh, Goblet of Fire, because he was just like
Oh, okay.
because he was just like in the library all the time reading about, he was really into plants, and then there's a part where he's like they're talking to him and he's just like in the water like playing with plants and like doing stuff, and I'm like, I would do that. Like I like how are they not always outside messing with nature and like seeing all this
Yeah.
cool stuff? Like how what?
Uh,
I'm not into sports, so none of that.
Hmm.
Um yeah, so for me it was 100% Neville Longbottom, or
Vinny, what
probably
about
some
you?
Ravenclaw man that you never see. But
With some slick black
Fair.
hair.
though you ask what era, and that's because end of the era Neville Longbottom. He
His
was a
glow up was
Magikarp that
real.
he was a Magikarp that became a Gyarados, because holy shit.
I think if we're purely talking like movies, uh Cedric Diggory, I definitely had a crush on, but I love Robert Pattinson in literally everything.
The
So I don't
Batman.
feel
Is that
like
why your
that's
background?
fair, but you know who I really had a crush on was teenage Tom Riddle.
Yeah.
Hot.
Voldemort?
In Chamber of Yes, in
Yeah.
Chamber of Secrets though, they show him as a teenager in like what I guess is, I think it's like the 50s or the 60s, I can't remember.
Yep.
But I love that era of fashion too for like menswear. So it really just, and he's got like dark hair, he's brooding, like he's totally just my type. And I was like, fuck yeah, I like that.
I also like that era, like teenage era Snape was pretty. Like there's a scene
Yes.
with Snape where when you're going back through his memories, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Snape kind of bad. Okay.
Uh,
Yes, I can totally see what you're
And then
saying.
the brooding.
um, so for me, Hermione seems like too easy a pick, but I ended up going with Cho Chang. She's
She's pretty too, yeah.
hot as
She
hell.
is really pretty.
They have another one here and says, if you could hex anyone, who would it be? James Potter, Dolores Umbridge, it's Dolores, Bellatrix Lestrange, Peter Pettigrew, Fenrir Greyback, I don't even remember who that is, Draco Malfoy, little wiener, Lord Voldemort, Crabbe and Goyle, or Lucius Malfoy. Dolores Umbridge.
Lucius Malfoy, 100%.
Lucius
Really?
is
Not Umbridge?
it.
Not Umbridge.
Oh,
I,
wow.
I kind of thought Bellatrix, just because she killed Sirius Black and she's fucking annoying, but Dolores
Yeah.
Umbridge, she's such a bitch. I hate that movie she's in just because I hate her so much, which is a testament to the actress.
She's
She's
more
fantastic.
she's more the villain than Voldemort ever is.
Oh, she's so
Voldemort's kind of
terrible.
like a crap villain though, because honestly, he's too reliant on magic. Like, babies are fragile. He literally could have probably throat punched baby Harry or like dropped him out a window or something,
I
and the whole thing would have never been an issue, but he had to do it magically. He was a
I'm
horrible villain, even though I liked
Yep.
him.
I'm not going to ask anymore from the BuzzFeed just for the sake of time, but I do want to say these are banger ass questions. Like I'm on another one right now, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a good question.
Okay, well, send me the quiz then. Can you send it
Yeah.
on like
It's
Facebook or
it's
something?
basically pick a professor is what it is, but we don't have to do it.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, we are big nerds.
nerds, yay, nerds.
Well,
All
we
right.
have a simulation to run. We need to see how to survive. Well, first of all, I guess we need to take this quiz, but we also need to to see how someone would survive something, and we have a test subject right here to try and help us answer that question. So let's take a short break, and when we get back, we're gonna throw Vinny into school.
We're gonna do that thing, baby. And we are back.
Quick round of Patroni. What's your Patroni, Bret?
Well, where I'm gonna die in a year when I turn 49, I'm going to then rise like the glorious phoenix, which is my Patronus according to BuzzFeed.
Who was the person next to your Phoenix?
What?
Did it not?
Albus Dumbledore.
Nice. Mine was a hare, and it had Luna Lovegood.
And mine was a swan, and it was Cho Chang.
How come Luna wasn't in the like who was your crush
Probably because
part?
people think she's weird, but she deserves to be
Whatever.
crushed on too.
She's
Yeah.
adorable.
She's pretty adorable.
Uh, we should do an experiment.
Yeah, she's ready. She's just go to sleep.
The subject is ready and willing.
Wow, we finally got a willing one. It's a miracle.
Willing to test how fetuses work in simulations.
Chamber. Firing test subjecting into testing site in 3, 2, 1.
Vinny, oh my goodness, you awaken from your test tube in a strange new place. You're somehow on a train of all things, in the cargo area. This would be if you'd known, but you don't know. This is towards the back of the train, not the people quarters. I couldn't think of what it was called. The thing that houses the humans. You emerge from your test tube, boon totem in your pocket, just like you still had from last time. It's still glowing blue. It's still making a really annoying, quote unquote, low hum, but it's muffled in your pocket. I don't know how you fit all the skulls and bones in there, but it's just is what it is. And maybe you get the feeling that you're not alone. Like there's a little ghost of a Rockbert floating around near you. So the ghost of Rockbert hugs your spirit as you awaken. You're wearing some robes of some type, and just your street clothes underneath that. Just to be clear, not just nothing creepy is going on. What would you like to do now?
I want to leave the cargo area and explore the people quarters, as you put it.
Sure. So as you're about to leave, you do see a like envelope near the door. You also see like all around you is like luggage and stuff like that. By the little sliding door, there's the envelope on the ground and nothing else. You just want to leave. You don't want to.
I'd like to inspect the envelope first.
Oh wow! What a
See what's up
coincidence!
with that.
It has your name on it.
Whoa! I gotta open that and see
It
what
says
that's about
Vinnie.
then.
And it says, when you open it, it like a poof of golden glitter just goes, and it says, "Dearest Vinnie, you are cordially invited to attend the following school year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry."
Look at me go.
Imagine that. The owl that attempted to deliver that is on the side of the tracks because it hit the window, and it's a bummer, but it is what it is.
It'll be fine. It'll pick itself up by its bootstraps.
Okay.
Owls are weird and resilient.
As someone who works at a wildlife center, can confirm. Clarifying question: how old is she?
Yeah, am I 11 now?
No.
Or am I
No.
invited as a teacher?
No, so recently, so you don't know
Bloomer?
you don't know this, but recently in the modern age, Hogwarts has become a more accepting institution, kind of like college rules, where like even older adults and muggles of all and peoples of all races and creeds and religions and sexes can go and attend and learn about magiques of all varieties. So you're a going back to school again adult, baby.
Heck
One of the
yeah.
lucky few.
The few,
Meet that
the
acceptance
proud,
bar.
the strong,
The Dumbledore armies.
the army of Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore
Yeah.
Army has turned into an ROTC class, so just be aware of that.
Cool. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know I'm being invited here, I guess I don't have to sneak around. So I'm just gonna go. I want to find some other students, maybe some students closer to my age group,
Sure.
if there are any.
The door opens and you walk into the next cabin. You see that these are some like private quarters, so in order to like access them, you'd have to like actually like knock on the door or just try and brute force your way in. But you can see that there's even more cars that continually go up. Whatever you want to do.
I'd like to politely knock on the door and see if they'll at least let me pass on to the next cart.
Oh, you don't need to go through their quarters to get to the next
Oh.
car. There's just kind of like on the side. Like imagine a hallway with a series of doors on the left,
Oh,
and you
you
can just
mean
keep going
how
straight.
the actual train is made?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You got it.
My brain stopped working for a second. Okay, sorry. Then I'm gonna walk until I get to probably like halfway down. See if I can't find anybody who
Oh no,
seems like an older student.
there you could see like if you look
Oh, I
through
can
like
see far enough.
well, I was gonna say if you like the doors, like the privacy doors, there's little like porthole windows. So like as you pass through, you could see that there's like they are occupied. You're not like stopping long enough to like I guess you could if you wanted to like actually like peer in and look at detail, but you could tell there's people in there. But nobody's out and about in the halls.
Well, I'm starting to get nervous, so I think I'm just gonna find a car that has nobody else in it so that
Okay.
I can
Well,
snack in peace.
then you're gonna go through two more cars of private quarters there. Before you get to a dining car where you see a bar set up with a food station. You also see several dining, like diner type dining booths situated throughout. And there's a few people around. Yeah, most of them are eating. There's one person behind like the bar slash food station area who appears to be a worker of sorts.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the bar food area and ask for a menu, get some foods going.
Sure.
So we have a food menu that you can look at here, and we have a drink menu.
A person that
Definitely a
looks
food
just like
menu.
Cody is behind there, and they hand you a
It's just
food and
like
drink
Cody.
menu. But she is dressed to the nines. Like she looks
Oh,
amazing, like a full-on uh, five-star dining car suit, three-piece suit. Just looking very dapper. Nose ring and all.
Sounds
I want to point out.
perfect. We love that.
So you take the menus. What would you like to do from there?
I need a few minutes to peruse the menu, and then after I've looked, I settle on a nice juicy burger. So
Mm.
please let me have a burger.
Cody, can you give me a
okay.
roll?
So I can
Oh, you
Roll
can
for
make
burger.
you can magic me up a roll.
make the burger.
What a show.
17.
Okay. So after just a few moments, like faster than it would take to normally cook a burger, from somewhere behind of the bar area, a bunch of magical bees fly up, and they're all gang carrying like a plate with a burger on top. So they hover up, and then they just gently just set it down before you.
Very nice. Can I tip the bees in sugar water for their hard work?
I mean, do
They
you
all
have
love
sugar
that.
water?
No, but I'm magic and I can conjure some up, so
You're magic already?
I
I
think
don't know.
so. I mean, you have to
Cody,
be a little bit magic to be able to get into Hogwarts.
I think they more
Oh
go on aptitude, like
no,
potential.
she's magic already. She got an 18, so she can make
Oh
some dank
man.
sugar water.
I
What do
can,
you
but I can just conjure up sugar water. That's
what are
my
you
only
saying
talent.
to conjure the sugar water?
Hmm.
What is this?
Sugar water. I
Sure.
felt like being funny.
A small
Sure.
a few droplets of sugar water just materialize on top of the counter. The bees buzz happily about it and lap up the delicious juices before they go on their way, disappearing from whence they came. You got a juicy burger now.
It's gone. I've devoured it already in the time that the bees lapped up their little sugar water. I was
Sure.
hungry.
Fantastic. The after a few more moments, the server would have drawn your attention to something outside of the windows of the train, and they're going to do so right now.
Would you look outside of the windows of the train?
Whoa, what am I seeing?
As
You are seeing.
as you make a turn on the tracks of the train, it comes into full view. Jesus Christ. The person's also drunk, I mind you. She's been drinking a lot. But as you
She works
make
at the bar. It's okay.
as you come through
Some
like a
weed.
tunnel and around a curve, it comes into full view. The magical school of Hogwarts is you're nearly there.
I probably burst into tears.
Oh,
Welcome
Happy
to
tears.
Jurassic Park.
Oh,
that's
Wah, wah, wah,
wah wah. They do travel in herds. Wah, wah, nah, nah.
the nerd herd of magical students.
Oh, shout out to the nerd herds.
Hey.
Wah, wah, wah,
Wow.
wah. Right. Thanks for throwing me off. You see
Sorry.
the magical
See
school
the
of
school.
Hogwarts, and below it, you see like the forest around it, that surrounds Hogwarts and the cliff sides and all that fancy stuff. You see a T-Rex in the distance go, "Arr!" But that's unrelated.
Well, we couldn't hear it anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, not
It's
from the show.
it's a new breed of silent T-Rex. They're very
it-
courteous.
It's crossed with a jellyfish, so it promptly turns invisible, and then you never see it from again. Foreshadowing? Who knows? Maybe you brought this upon yourselves, y'all. You pull into the school, and it's time to depart the train.
Well, because I'm a first year, I have to take the customary route, which is by boat across the Black Lake to the school, because it's my first time I'm going. So I'm gonna board my little boat and start my little trek into Hogwarts.
I love how eagle-eyed viewers of this show on Spotify and YouTube will see the Zoom call information that Codey just displayed to everybody so that they can just hack in whenever they want. Sure. Thanks for that, Codey.
I was trying to get this. I was like, is it this one?
The beach was great. I had forgot about that part.
I like how it's just the solid blocks of letters and numbers. Yeah. Well, dear listener, we'll see you next time we record.
Because you will be here
with us.
You are shepherded, you along with the rest of the new student body are shepherded into the Great Hall. There's floating candles all around and blah, blah, blah. And you see the faculty come in and take their seats up on like a stage next to a podium. And then you see a old, grizzled man. He looks approximately middle to old age, I should say, but you get the feeling that he's probably older than he lets on.
Clarifying question.
Yeah.
Which one?
Is he smashable?
That's
well, I mean, which one kind of plays into
I get that is up to you to decide. But I will
clarifying question. Which one is smashable?
Snape?
He walks up. He walks.
Is that?
He's got a bunch of robes on, right? He's got his fancy wizard hat.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
He walks to the podium. He says, "Welcome, first years." Perfect, Codey. Great job. Welcome, first years. And he looks just like me. I am out.
There you go.
Stop. Hey, let's talk. We'll talk after this. Hey,
you're Albus Dumbledore.
I am Albert Dumbledore. Welcome.
Oh.
Not to Jurassic Park. That was last week. To Hogwarts. You hear around
multi-purpose building. I like it.
Of applause and do. Couple more owls. Yeah. Couple more owls smack against the glass for some reason. Someone open a window. They open the window. Owls are fine.
We have the glass on the windows that the birds can easily see.
Sure.
They know what's up.
This is what's the lady's fucking title? I don't even remember. This is your vice principal, Codeus Mattheus, explaining to us about the special glass that we got installed so owls would stop smashing into the windows.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You first years are part of an elite society of people, part of of us expanding our outdated ways, and we're just letting everybody in at this point. Welcome. You hear another standing ovation, round of ovation from everybody. Vinny, you're seated at one of the many seats there, surrounded by other folks of all ages. And they bring out the sorting hat. And they all start taking turns going to the sorting hat, and he talks some mad shit about their insecurities because he ain't used to seeing adults, and like, oh shit, you like one guy, he's like, you should be in jail, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Like,
At one
like,
point, he just
your house
breaks
is
into
prison.
tears.
Yeah, one time he cries because he doesn't have a concept of like the heart and back-breaking nature of being an adult. Yeah, but it's getting close to being your turn. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Well, clarifying question. Do I know what my house is already, like, actually? Because we talked about it
I mean,
earlier, or for the instance of this, do I not
according
know?
to the internet, you're a Ravenclaw, but you might not be by the actual sorting hat.
Okay. Well, then I'll stay in line so that the sorting hat can tell me what it thinks is up.
Okay. So it's your turn. You take your seat, and Albretus puts the hat on top of you, and it starts
That's
looking
not
into
Albretis. That's actually not Albretis's.
Well, he does it.
Job, so.
He does it. He was like smash, not smash, smash, not smash,
Wow,
smash.
what is this patriarchy?
Look,
He's just taking
there's
over everything.
a new hierarchy at Hogwarts since Albus passed away, and a
I
bunch
am
of shit went
enough.
down. Like a bunch of shit went down with this dude that we don't talk about anymore, and a bunch of students were killed, et cetera, et cetera. We don't talk about that anymore. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And thanks to
Am
a
I
large.
safe here?
Are you asking?
I can't.
I mean,
that.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter. The hat hears you think that and go, "Oh yeah, baby, you're totally fine."
I don't want the hat to say baby.
why are we making the sorting hat a creeper?
So the hat's on
There's
your head.
11-year-olds here.
It's been tainted by the minds of adults. Clearly, it's reaching into the recesses of your mind, Vinny. What do you think it's going to see there?
I'm gonna apologize to the sorting hat for what it sees.
That's very kind of you, Cody.
Because
can you
it's
give me a
about to be
roll?
exposed.
Well, give me a roll, but keep it a secret.
I have a D4.
Okay.
And I have.
Okay. That works too. Yeah, we'll do it. We could do it that way. Go ahead.
Okay, but I'm keeping it a secret.
Oh, you don't have
secret
to.
time.
That was only if we were going to do it my way, but you did it your way, which is just as acceptable.
You feel thoughts of, because you gave it thoughts of sadness and thoughts of yellow, you are declared a Hufflepuff.
You're a Hufflepuff. Mazel tov.
I'd like to vote to override that decision.
Hey, man.
Okay. No,
chill.
let's,
Hufflepuff is a banging place.
Nope.
Like...
Damn it.
The sorting hat said a 4.
Sorting hat said you're stuck. Okay. That's
sorting
fine.
Hat...
I can chill with the Hufflepuffs, you know? Be Hufflepuffing on something.
Hey, yeah,
your
that's
man,
what we...
Your man was a Hufflepuff. Cedric Diggory. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Robert Patty.
Well, our Pats.
Our Pats.
But you mean Batman?
Yeah. The ADHD urge to put this through my snoot ring.
Well, now do I get to go sit with all the other Hufflepuff students?
Sure.
Banger.
That happens. Albretus welcomes you yet again. And, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't worry about it.
It was Peeves playing a prank.
It's time for you to get your what's it called in school? The classes. I don't know. You get time to get your classes.
Schedule.
Your schedule. Your first clash.
Clash. Your first clash.
Guys, I'm not okay.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
We love you anyway.
We do.
Thank you. Thank you. It's living life is hard. And speaking of which, did you guys know that you could get your like ashes pressed into like a fucking LP or whatever. I'm gonna get my ashes pressed into a fucking what are they called? I just said it.
It's a record.
A record. I'm gonna get my
A
ashes
vinyl?
pressed into a vinyl and then have episodes of Let's Die and After Dark Eye on them. Wouldn't that be badass?
Oh, you can choose what they're in, what's on them.
Yeah.
I was like, it'll just be screaming. For like
Let me
2 hours.
out!
All right. So we are generating Vinnie her agenda. Your first
Okay.
subject is biology of nightmares.
Oh,
That sounds dope.
actually kind of cool. Yeah.
Your next class is going to be okay, sure. Biology of dinosaurs. So two
Oh,
biology
yeah.
classes. Two biology
This is
classes.
awesome.
Let's just eliminate that
I
one.
am a science person, so that
Yeah.
works for me.
Yeah.
So now we're going with the math of Mars. So astrology, I guess.
Okay.
And
We do have a good astrology tower here.
and lastly, we have it's still spinning. Why is it? Slow down. Come on, man. Help me out here. you have Spanish of the Earth.
Of the Earth, very cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
So you got your 4
It's
classes.
all the different dialects of Spanish.
Yeah, from the Earth.
The Earth's Spanish.
You got to go to Mexico. You got to go to España. I don't know. Puerto Rico? No, they speak English.
Anything in South America except for Brazil. pretty
Any
much.
of the countries in South America, in Central America, in España. You got to learn all those
Cuba's really funny,
dialects of
too.
Spain. Do you know Spanish, Vinny?
No, I don't. I took French.
Oh boy.
But I mean, I guess it would be probably not as difficult to learn having taken French for a couple of years because they're sister languages. No?
It's like the opposite though. Like it's
Oh.
l instead of L and like la instead of L. Yeah, it's
I gotcha.
kind of hard.
Well, Vinny, it's time to go to class. You're starting off with biology of nightmares. You're navigating the many large halls of Hogwarts, and you see a couple of mean girls there. They all look like Codey, but they're all dressed like they come from like they're better than you, right? Like they look at you like they're better than you, and they're like first years, like just
How do we know
bitches.
someone's a first year?
Oh, they just know.
Especially with the new age thing. Maybe they
Yeah.
saw me at the ceremony getting sorted.
Sure,
and
probably.
So they know that I'm a first year.
Everybody was there, so yeah.
Yeah. The whole school saw me embarrass myself.
And you're a smashable, like highly tattooed, like hottie. Like, of course, people are gonna remember you when you walk into a room.
Actually, they wouldn't. I feel like it's not gonna fare well for me. What are these mean girls gonna do to me?
I mean, are you doing anything to them?
Well, I'd like to just walk past them and go to my class like a good noodle, but I don't feel like that's gonna be allowed to happen. So I'll give it a go.
They're definitely in your way. And
like blocking.
Yeah, like
Blocking
there's like 3 of them, and they're like standing in like directly in your path, arms crossed.
Well, I'm the bigger person, so I'm gonna politely ask them, can you move? Because I need to get to class on time.
What did they say, Codey?
First years.
I love when you play the mean girls, it's so fun.
I don't.
That's what the TV show should be about, the mean girls of Hogwarts.
There
So
you go.
one of the girls is gonna just like whisper into the other girl's like ear and just kind of snicker like a bitch. And the other girl, when you try to walk past, is actually gonna try and trip you. However, you see this clearly. You're an adult and they're fucking teenagers.
Oh,
And-
they're teenagers?
Oh yeah, they're like teenage mean girls. Yeah.
Oh,
And
darn it.
you just kind of like step over her fucking foot.
Yeah. Well, I wish they were adults. That situation might have played out a little differently. Okay, so I step over her foot.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm leaving them in the
Do
past
you?
if I can. I don't want to deal with them.
oh yeah, you definitely stepped over her foot.
Oh, good.
Really, really
I'm gonna
wanted to
do a
step
little
over her foot.
hair toss to let them
Oh,
know that
they are
they ain't the
as
only bitches around.
as you walk away, they stare daggers into your bag. Like, who does she think she is? I don't know why they turned southern all of a sudden. Oh no, we
Oh, I
can't
get
see
to pick
that,
something.
Cody.
I can't see them though.
You're like
You're gonna have to like
disappearing
back
from
them up.
existence. Yeah. Go back.
Um,
Go back.
the
Yep.
polka
Yep, that's
dotty green
better.
one. Yeah.
That's
A
yellow.
leaky health potion.
Okay,
Ooh.
so after a few months of classes, you get a leaky health potion from one of them. I assume it was biology of
Biology of nightmares.
either that or dinosaurs, I guess. Well, probably
Nightmares.
nightmares. Okay, yeah. So it's part of your semester project for that class is create your own potion against the horrors of nightmares, and you got a leaky potion. Somehow it's been sabotaged, it's cracked, it's leaky a little bit, but no worries. You have that in your inventory now. But it is time to take your what midterms. Thank you, Cody. That's
My
what I meant.
midterms.
That's what I was trying to think of. It was your midterm project. Yep. How do you think you did?
Oh, I'm an excellent student, so I aced it.
Cody, can you give me 4 roles, one for each class?
Name a class.
We can just go in order. The biology of nightmares. How'd I do?
19.
Oh, A+ student, teacher's pet. They loved you.
Next one.
Uh-huh.
Biology of dinosaurs.
Got a 1.
How could I be so bad at something I'm so passionate about?
It turns out.
Bret's choice.
Oh no. It turns out that your professor just is kind of a dick, and it's one of those where like no matter how hard you try, you just can't appease them, right? Like you're 60 seconds late to a class and they shut the door and tell you can't come in. Stuff like bullshit like that has led to you failing. You reported him to the higher ups and they're looking into it. But it's
That's
Brett's
the
choice.
card for that.
Oh no. I'm just explaining what happened as a result of the roll.
Why I failed.
Yeah, we'll get to Brett's choice. Don't you even worry.
I'm scared about
next
what
class
is.
Next class is
Math of Mars.
Math of Mars.
12.
So you got a solid C+.
Not my best, but I guess I'll take it.
I mean, it's a difficult subject. Trying to measure the stars and planets and atmospheres and celestial bodies and whatnot. Fucking Mercury's always in fucking retrograde, it seems like.
Mercury's in Gatorade.
That's right. Cody, one more roll, please. This is for Spanish of the Earth.
I did pretty well with Spanish of the Earth.
A-. Great job. Give us a little Spanish right now.
Hola, me llama Vinnie.
Hey!
I think that's all I know. Gracias. Anything else that I say, it's gonna come off bad. So
Mamacita es muy caliente.
I mean, that is the first. That's a good first semester right there.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good semester.
Learning how to say my name.
You're approached by a young man after receiving your grades, and this guy's pretty handsome. He's pretty handsome. The kind of handsome that get a girl in trouble when she's trying to focus on her studies.
Oh.
Did you just drop 50 dice? That's what it sounded like.
I dropped 6 dice. I'm stacking them. Continue.
This man comes up to you and says, "Hey, look."
Is he Cedric? Cedric Diggory, Gellert, Grindelwald? What are we saying?
Can you describe him?
He looks like He looks like a glittery vampire,
Oh.
minus the teeth.
Oh.
But he is also wearing like
we
a.
want the teeth though.
But he's wearing like a black cape with his outfit, and he's got a black like little mask right here. over
Like
his-
Zorro?
More like Batman, I think.
Oh.
But sure, Zorro works too.
Zorro.
Zorro man.
That's fine.
And he's like, "Excuse me, I've been trying to solve this mystery at this school all semester. You're a good student. Could you think maybe you could help me figure it out?"
Sure, I'll help you with your little side quest. Why not?
Okay, all right. He hands you a journal. He's like, "This journal is enchanted. I can't get it open." And I was told it has all the answers for the rest of the semester, all the way up until the finals in it. And it would be a really useful study aid if we had all the answers. But we gotta solve the riddle of who it belonged to. And it says on there, it says property of Nodrog Lycumturb on the cover.
Is there an option for me to report this? Because I'm not trying to get caught with all this nonsense. That's about I won't snitch on him. I'll say I found it like in the girls' bathroom or something, but like
I mean, you could have
Yeah.
just
Being
turned him down,
involved?
but okay, you snitch on him.
well, I agreed to help before I knew what it was, which was my
Sure.
mistake.
Hey, you know what? Consent can always be rescinded. And
There you go.
you know, you were being a nice
Right
person,
here,
you agreed
folks.
to help, and then you decided not to take part in his illicit actions. You turn him into Albretus, who promptly expels the man for
No, I didn't want to turn it.
She didn't say who gave it to her.
wanna
She
It
just
turned-
said that she found it.
come on. Albretus, he knows.
He knows.
He knows shit.
Then why didn't he expel the guy before? Why is he now making Vinny feel bad?
Yeah.
Why is your shoulder missing? Oh, it's the microphone. So confused. I was like, oh no, a dinosaur took a bite out of Codey. Because it looks like a.
She got an F in that class too.
No, Albretus
I did get it.
reclaims ownership of the secret journal and stashes it away high in his tower, never to be seen again. The
So it
handsome
was his.
young man.
It was
Well, I
his.
mean, y'all don't know that.
I think it was.
No, we literally took an entire quest and sidestepped it entirely and threw it in the trash. So
I think I know that it's Albertus's.
yeah, Guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys.
Next quest.
Sorry.
no,
I'll
it's
try
fine.
to make it
Next
easier
quest.
for you.
Next quest.
Just for the record, Nodrog Lycumturb is literally my name backwards. But anyway,
I know.
I
knew that.
Oh.
That's why I knew it was.
Vinny said, "Oh,
I mean,
Well, because I thought Nodrog. I was like, oh, that's your last name.
yeah, that actually makes sense now that I am aware.
so Vinny,
Okay.
have you made any friends while you've been going to school here? Maybe
Absolutely.
any other Hufflepuffs? Cody, roll me a die.
Which one?
D20.
It's under all my other die though. Oh, you made 7 friends.
Dang. 7?
Hey, now roll one more time for me, please.
5.
Okay. They tried to convince you to join the school fucking shit. What's that sport called?
Quidditch.
Quidditch
Quidditch.
team. Yep.
Hell yes, I'm down.
Oh,
They have
okay.
convinced me. It took no convincing.
They didn't do a very good job of convincing you, but you were down anyway. So now you're on the Quidditch team, and it's time to play
Yes.
rival schools in the big match for
Rival
all the
schools.
glory. The rival team.
Rival houses?
Rival
This-
houses.
Dude, we're the worst.
No, it's rival schools.
Oh, is it?
This is
Wow.
This is tournament. This is an
Is this a
expeditionary
new
tournament.
rule? Is this
Yeah,
like
this is
Oh.
This is in the future. Okay,
We're in a Quidditch
we're
tournament.
we're expanding beyond just school, like
so
house
the
glory.
Hufflepuff team won.
So after
of
Cedric Diggory was
Hogwarts.
killed in like the quest for the goblet fucking fire or whatever, they stopped those games entirely. Too dangerous to play with students' lives in
But
those.
that's not Quidditch.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying is Quidditch took over for that. So now
Oh.
all of the schools compete with each other in one giant Quidditch league as a replacement.
So it's a Tri-Wizard Quidditch tournament.
Sure. Correct. Thank you for coalescing my thoughts. Vinny, what position are you playing?
Ooh.
What do you think you'd be good at? Getting that snitch?
My brain went a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
wasn't even thinking like
I
that.
get
Y'all
you.
are filthy. Y'all are
Oh, yeah, I am.
absolutely. You missed your shot. Robert Pattinson got expelled. Sorry.
Well, that's only
Albrecht is looking
because
pretty handsome.
No, you. Mm-mm.
Is that allowed? Are teachers
Nope.
and students allowed?
I
No.
don't think so.
No, in
But I was
college.
gonna
Nope.
try it at some point. Oh,
It's not
in college?
allowed.
No.
No.
I was gonna try. I thought you meant like in actual college.
No.
No, no.
I'm under the
In
impression
actual
from
college, I
supposed to.
wouldn't try that.
okay.
before
I'm under the
I'm
impression from
engaged,
movies and
but-
TVs that that's a thing that happens.
It's not
Oh,
supposed to.
it happens, but it's not allowed.
It
Gotcha.
happens in real life as well, but it is not
Yeah.
allowed because
Okay.
there is a
Power
hierarchy and-
dynamic.
yeah, there's a power dynamic
No,
there, and that's
I just
icky.
want to make it clear for our listeners
Icky.
that at no point did I ever think it was ethical. I just thought it was happening, and because both people are consenting adults, I didn't know if it was allowed or not.
Nah, there's still
Yucca miss.
the power dynamic, so it's a no-go.
Yuck.
But
Got you.
okay, so Hawkeye Cedric is expelled. What am I doing? Oh, what position am I playing for Quidditch? For Quidditch. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna be a beater. I want to be in the shit and like be aggressive, and I don't think I have the focus to be a seeker. So
Yeah,
Okay.
it's rugby or player or goalie or hide and go seek.
I'm too scared to be a goalie because like that stuff comes at you, but you don't have anything to like fend it off with like the
Yeah.
beaters do.
Yeah.
So
Just gotta
I ain't
do it
trying to
with
get hit.
your
Okay.
face.
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
The ball comes towards you, and
And I smack the shit out that hoe.
you try to, but you miss entirely, and the enemy
Oh,
team
no.
grabs it and makes a beeline for the goal.
What?
Well, it's my job to chase them down.
It's also like she's a beater.
You shoulder check them from behind, sending them flying from their broom. They no longer have the ball, and you intercept it. You could attempt to pass it to a teammate who's further upfield than you, or whatever they call it.
She's a beater though.
It's
beating
called
them.
the pitch, by the way. The
Sure.
Quidditch pitch.
Sure.
Instead of like the field. But yes. No, I'm gonna try to actually pass it off to my teammate who's closer to the goals.
But you're not trying to.
I mean, I get it.
That's not what beaters do.
Okay, beaters beat people up,
Trying to play
and she
along.
beat that
No.
dude up.
No.
He scores.
The beaters, so I feel like actually we don't even have time to explain this. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later if you're interested, but
Yep.
it's so much.
I love beating. Anyway, Codey, I need 2 D20 rolls. You guys are up, by the way.
18. Whoop.
You viewers are gonna come at our throats for this.
18 and 12. So the
390.
Vinny, you see that the enemy team. What?
Turn to page
It's
390.
Is that where Albrecht dies?
No.
Oh my god, continue.
Okay.
This whole episode is just us correcting him and then being frustrated when he doesn't know.
I don't fucking know.
And then us saying in jokes and him being confused.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Okay, what happens in the game?
sorry.
18 and 12.
What do you call the snitch people?
Seekers?
Seekers.
Seekers. Okay, you, Vinny, in your being the captain of the team, naturally, of course. I mean, I didn't say it earlier, but I mean, of course,
As a
you would
first
be.
year?
Of course,
Wow.
she's that good. She's that damn good. She's the
just
girl
really
who lived.
impressive.
Let's be
You were a
honest.
beater in your last one.
You notice that your seeker, in illegal play, knocked your seeker from the sky, and the enemy seeker is close to getting the snitch. The field of play has resumed. The pitch of play has resumed, and the ball is being volleyed back and forth. The enemy team is working their way up to your goal. What would you like to do here? I've given you a couple of different things here.
I mean, really, I have to keep doing my job. I gotta protect and serve my team and make sure they're not getting hurt. So you said the opposite team's seeker has knocked mine off of the broom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna beat them. That's not really something I should do, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Wait, you're going for the snitch?
No,
are you
I'm
grabbing
gonna like
I'll save the
take
person.
my bat, and I'm gonna go hit the other seeker with it.
Oh,
So that so we gotta get back on even playing fields. Now you're
Okay.
both off your broom.
Okay.
Now you gotta get back on and figure it out. I'm gonna try. That's my thing.
You try, you succeed. A whistle is blown, and that shit is illegal.
Yeah. I'm trying to start a fight on the pitch.
Oh,
Well,
the benches are cleared. It's a brawl now. Everyone's fighting, and
Yes.
they promptly stopped the match and considered a win for your team since both teams were at fault and you guys were up 1-0. So you win by default. Congratulations, you won the cup. Woo!
Wow, that is the craziest Quidditch match.
That's right. And as a result, let's see here. You are now the most popular girl in school.
Ooh, did they put me up on their shoulders and like?
Yeah, it's a great big
Vinnie,
celebration. The hot
Vinnie.
Russian guy from the Russian version of Hogwarts is just like, hey, what's up? You know, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Too much of a meathead for my taste, but I see.
I also don't
I get
know
it.
who the.
Hermione likes being
He's
up
not a
against a wall,
Russian.
clearly.
I don't think he
There's
was
not a-
Russian. What was
He's
Whatever.
Bulgarian, yeah.
Okay, apologies to our Bulgarian listenership.
Durmstrang is in Bulgaria and Bo Battens is in France.
Mm.
Fantastic. All the hot French girls are upset that they got beat in the tournament, and they pack their shit and leave. Vinnie, you
Sacre bleu. Oh, sorry, that's just not nice.
Vinnie, you hold up the cup, the pennant, the trophy, whatever. You've been voted the MVP, even though like you ended the match just by smacking the shit out of somebody in a horrible illegal play and starting a massive brawl. No one's gonna mess with you. The hot girls are still like whatever, but they're not gonna, now that you've got clout, they'll probably not bother you again.
Good.
For a couple bucks.
For a couple more bucks, maybe next time. After the celebration, everybody's tired and turned in, and you're alone, walking back to the Hufflepuff dormitory, and you're approached by a shadowy man in a cloak. An air of danger is around him, and he gently waves you towards him.
Is he hot?
He's got a cloak over his head, so you can't see just yet.
Your instinct is
My initial instinct is to run away because creepy guy.
He's like
Okay. Yeah, I would love to turn the other direction and find an alternate route to the dormitories. Maybe report this to a teacher if I see one along the way.
All right. Well, fast forward 3 more years, and you've graduated with top honors. You didn't get into hardly any shenanigans whatsoever. You were a good egg. You didn't solve many mysteries or anything along those lines, but you also didn't get involved in giant chess matches where you would almost died or fight basilisks or dinosaurs. Like, it was mostly just a normal college experience with magic, and you're top of your class of the wizarding world of Hogwarts.
And still the most legendary beater, I hope.
That's right. You go down in history, your picture and a giant mural of you just kicking the shit out of some poor kid that's
number one beater.
I just want to point out that you're an adult woman beating up children in a game of Quidditch, but that's neither here nor there.
We never specified.
Hey, we did it. You
They
start to
weren't
hear
kids.
some magical shit in your ears as you wake up back in your tube in the Let's Die laboratory. You see you can hear a couple of muffled voices outside your tube. Cody.
What?
The guy in the cloak.
Yeah.
It was me with no nose.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm glad
cute.
that we didn't have to see that.
Yeah. Like
Were you
no
gonna, like,
nose,
tape
but-
it down?
but like smashable from behind. Like who doesn't like, you know what I mean?
That's
You don't have to. Hey, there's a time and a place for putting a bag on someone's head.
Oh my god.
Just because they
Or
don't
just
look,
keep the cloak up.
yeah, just keep the cloak up. Just because you don't look the part doesn't mean you can't sling that thing.
Yep.
It was a good experiment.
Yeah.
I think
She
she didn't
she-
find the
she
Chamber
was-
of Secrets. She didn't find the Chamber of Dankness. She didn't find, she didn't.
I
She
was
didn't
just a
fight the
good-
giant spiders or
Good
nothing.
noodle.
She's a very
Yeah.
cute noodle.
Trying to stay out
Very
of
good noodle.
danger.
Did
I
you know
came
she
for
did.
education.
did?
Other
you,
than the starting a brawl, you.
I
didn't stay out of
mean,
danger.
it's
I feel like they deserved it because they did an
They
illegal
did.
play first.
Cody, did you know she was pregnant before she entered the tube, or was that after?
Yes, I knew.
I
Oh,
had to tell
okay.
somebody.
Yeah, we're besties. We're actually the same person.
Apparently, we're the same person. Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, I don't want to have kids," and so she's like, "Okay, I'll do it, I guess." And then now
I'll take
she's
one for the team.
She's the one of us that is designated to do that.
Oh, okay.
But
Here's
yeah,
a question.
no, looking at the charts, it looks and all the health data, it looks like the fetus didn't. Our simulation did nothing, so it's fine. 4 years in the.
Oh, that was a
simulation.
possibility. Oh shit, we
4
probably shouldn't have
years
done
in
It
the
that.
could have
Simulation.
aged 4 years in my.
4 years in the simulation, and baby's fine. It's
Cool.
learning to read now.
The baby who lived through a simulation.
Through
It's like a Renesmee
The first
Harry Potter crossover.
It's the first Let's Die baby.
Hermgonagall,
Aw.
Hermerva. I'm trying to think of like
The first Let's Die
what
baby.
weird name pairing.
Little LDB. Little LDB.
A little
Yes,
Let's
we
Die
get what you're
baby.
saying. We're talking about name smashing first.
What kind of smashing? You mean
So,
for?
like,
So like
mashing up 2 Harry Potter character names to make a baby name.
Oh,
a
okay.
horrible baby name.
Sirius. Imagine a baby
And-
named Sirius. It'd be hilarious.
No, you gotta put it with something.
Yeah, it's gotta be like
It was like Sirius and Remus.
Sirius Remus.
Remus.
Seremus.
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 And folks, I think that's going to do it for us here at Let's Die. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked it,
And remember-
patreon.com/poddog, baby. Let's Die pod at Twitter, Instapoddog at Instagram. Cody, where are you at?
Follow us on the Spotify. I am at Twitter
Spotify.
still. I don't know why. I barely check it, to be honest. At Cody Mathis, just my name. But you can also find me more actively on Instagram at Hiking Beagle, Bee goal, like a bee, because I study bees and I own a beagle. What about you, Vinny? Where are you at in the world?
I am on Twitch like virtually never, but now that I'm feeling better, I'm gonna be on Twitch more. So I'll be
Yay.
there, and TikTok. Both are Vinny T3.
Nice.
So
That's right.
I'll
Links
be
in the
around.
description for all those things.
I remember.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you tired? Are you bored?
I remember, if we're gonna die,
Let's
let's
die
die
together.
Together. I'm sorry.
hydrate or dihydrate, folks.
For real.
Give that baby a drink.
I don't think I have a Let's Die sticker on here. I have After Darker and Jaws Breakers, but
fix that,
We'll have to
my
fix
dude.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
I needed to do that.
After credits.
Our
Do the after
fucking-
credits. Don't
Our
forget to do
fucking-
the after credits.
No, I know, I'm doing it. I was
We
just
could
gonna
do the
say,
after credits.
I was just gonna say that like our fucking music's a jam.
It is a bop. It do be a bop.
Shout
The
outs
bops
to
are bopping.
Matt Blaker
Good job, Matt.
for making it. Yeah, good job, Matt.
You
You're
did
not
it.
listening, but you did it. You did good. Also, shout outs to Cisco. We love you, buddy.
Love you, Cisco.
Love you.
Also, shout out to trans women who totally exist and are valid human beings.
Yeah, do you know who wrote Harry Potter? Because I don't.
Nope. It's a mystery.
Nope.
Ever heard of it?
Nope.
This show is brought to you by Pod Dog, the one-stop shop for all your Pokemon After Dark rides, Jaws breakers, Let's Die, and watchers of the stuffed needs. If you liked it, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/poddog or visit the link tree in the description for our Discord, Twitch handles, and socials. Pod Dog Productions. We had to keep track of all this stuff somehow. By the way, I saw this cool bar the other day. Want to go out? I don't know who that guy is, but he sounds like he's got enough wand to go around.
I have wand to go around.